points because it does feel like eStar have optimized nicely. But we've got Twyla on the Syndra here, so running into the Orianna.
With the ultimate Shockwave coming out. But unfortunately for eStars right now, they really have lost a lot of tempo, especially in mid lane. Yeah. And they're also, were bleeding out a little bit.
Next body slam, but I don't think he has the damage to kill him as Chalitza will walk away. Meanwhile, Shousey with a headbutt pulverize as well, sends team into Hacker. The stun comes down as Irma, Shockwave available, Blade Caller ready to be sent out, and there we go. First blood for Rat, finally, at 13 minutes in the game.
They mess it up so spectacularly that actually TT manages to go onto the Drake stack.
That's Shockwave, you know, how Shousey gets his headbutt pulverize as well. eStar are currently aggressing on the mid lane turret. Shousey, or rather ZS, excuse me, level 11 Gragas wants to come in. There's the frozen prison as the Shockwave against the wall sends team to his decimation. Twyla ults as well. A 1-for-1 trade at TT. They've got side lanes pushing. Meanwhile, Clement, he's going to get this turret. Xiaopeng's happy to tank it up for now. And Irma can't stop it. There's a tier 2 turret going down with the outer and the bottom lane.
TT. This is exactly what they're doing. They're reading their composition win conditions perfectly. They know that Chalitza has no opposition in the split push, and if he gets ahead, he's going to stay ahead.
He's going to have a Ravenous Hydra soon, Clement. He's going to have those two items that everyone fears facing on a side lane, Camille. TT as well, because they know that eStar would have backed off, are going to be pushing forward towards mid after getting topside priority clearing.
And he has to respond to you. They have to walk into you. And that turn would have been a lot more effective. However,
Clement, Baron starting, sir. Baron is starting, and it's going down quickly. This is TT's chance. If they just take it down, a smite comes through. eStar slow to the punch. There are ways to get out of the back of the pit. And for one, that's out of trouble. He does have one more cleanse thanks to it as well. That'll keep him safe. But ultimate now used while Chalitza's hitting the top side with the Baron buff. TT mind.
Yeah, I didn't really like the way that eStars played it. The idea was correct to try to fish for a pick around the Baron, but once they didn't get it, I felt like they should have held their ground around the Baron pit rather than go for Drake.
Well, fight's going to start out anyway. Shousey's gone in alone. He's trying to run away as the unleashed powers there. Shockwave on Irma was a hula hoop, and that was just appalling. TT now back to the Baron that burnt the health bars, and eStar have to make the Hail Mary.
Okay, that was a bit of a head scratcher. Chalitza wasn't even in mid-air, and they still used the Shockwave for absolutely nothing. This is going to be free Baron.
Scout of the week again. All right, well, down it goes. And, you know, this game is just... This is happening, and...
Even go into River. They actually lost the Baron being stuck on their own blue side ramp.
They got poked out. It was Scout of the week again, and then Hacker still stuck around for too long, not knowing his limits. Shockwave finally going to come through and hit something, but the Glacial Prison's better. Onto Irma in the backline. It's double laying of CC, but Xiaopeng way too deep. I almost choke on the air, but Chalitza going to choke on 5 members of eStar. This is the hook shot against the wall. Scout of the week, explosive cast. Baron's not going to save you as Irma runs over the wall. eStar want the engage, and they'll find it. The unleashed power only onto one. Oh. And eStar are right back, thanks to TT.
What did I just watch?
I'm going to go in for this, of course, it is Mountain Soul. Let's just get a team fight with only mechanics as ZS is gearing up to go. Hex Flash over the wall from team, wants to flank with the Solar Flare. Scout of the Week's quite good, Clement, as Xiaopeng starts with the Glacial Prison. ZS gets popped out. Solar Flare onto Irma. Teen engages into the backline. This flank could be beautiful, but Rat is untouched. Just into the backline. Chalitza will find his mark, but Rat, again, you haven't hit this AD carry. Now Sam D has gone too deep with the Killer Instinct. He's 1 versus 3, and eStar got the perfect fight because the Xayah, even without a lover, was having a great old time.
And this should also mean that eStar's over. That's a huge shield and so many extra resistances that you're not going to be able to kill Rat and Irma later on. I'm actually surprised that Xiaopeng...
Okay, bye, Teen. He flashes away. Twyla has teleported in, and he's just running around. Hacker going face first. He has a Mountain Soul. Does he care? The Hextech Ultimatum takes him down. The headbutt pulverize. 2-man Shockwave, though, and even though TT got the first pick, ZS is absorbing the damage. Out of the GA, Chalitza will walk away with the hookshot, walk shot. The QSS used once again, rather cleanse from Rat. The flash burnt on the...
I'm looking at ZS's champion pool, and this is his Gragas debut, so we'll cut him some slack.
And maybe it's the last time we'll see it. Shockwave going to be used. Sam D just targeted out. That could be the pick that ends all. Support goes down with him as well, with the ship. A double kill already, and that's just it, ladies and gentlemen. Chalitza running for his life. He hookshot, walk shots over the wall. Twyla trying to deal with Hacker, who flashes away, but with the dissonance, the movement speed. The bear is angry. He's trying to kite this around. This is all you can do. This is Uni mechanics. Bear stance again. Twyla thinking about it. No, he's not going to go for it. All right, eStar just going to walk around the mid lane, and Hacker still wait. We haven't finished part 2. The roundup. Twyla's got a cow on him now. Scatter the Week doesn't connect, and bam! Goes golden for the moment, and with the Phoenix out as well, eStar are ending the game, but I don't care. I want to see this fight. Twyla versus Hacker, and a cow in the middle. Some kind of kinkiness going on. He's got it back in the end. Dragon, eStar, not in position yet. ZS hasn't been spotted out until about now. The body slam, explosive cast. That wasn't good either, but onto the pit. They want to steal. They walk in. It's taken by Chalitza. Elder now secured. The Zenith Blade doesn't connect, but they execute the Mad Cow. The Shoutzy drops down. Chalitza finding the Dream engage. That's going to be 3. He'll die in the end. Teen is close to death too. Rat trying to carry the fight in with the Elder, but Twyla comes in clutch. The Unleashed power already used. The Scatter the Weak, and TT wiped them off the floor.
I think this is finally going to be the end. A 44-minute epic slog between these two teams. You know, honestly, this game 1 is all about snatching victory away from the jaws of defeat. Am I saying that in the right order?
Yes.
Because I feel like my brain is melting just watching this game.
Yeah.
Like, eStars could have finished that like 2 minutes ago.
Well, onto the Nexus. Look at Shoutzy's death timer. Look at everyone else. I think they can end the game, Clement. It's 8 seconds until Shoutzy comes up. Twyla does so much with the Elder. Don't walk away, sir. He kind of stutter-stepped a little bit too far, but it might not matter. Nexus is going to be laid bare. The Glacial Prison misses. Unleashed power used once again onto Shoutzy. He ain't tanky enough for the Elder, and TT somehow, some way, win that cluster of a game.
Oh, really good front to back. On the meantime, eStars, I think they're going to be lacking in the teamfight department. They don't really have a traditional front line. I don't consider it. Now, eStars, Shoutzy is going to try his luck into the mid lane.
He's walking pretty fast, Clement, waiting for the Ferromancy crash down onto Twyla, burns it and gets the knock up. Hacker flashes in with the bear stance. Twyla doesn't even get to move or burn his own flash, and first blood over to Rel.
Really? Yeah, it's really well done on the side of Chalitza. He's actually using his Rage Bar quite well, but we have to go to bot lane.
Yeah, it's Attract and Repel. Good little combo here, but TT kiting back at the bottom lane. The flash from Rat onto Sammy D, but the damage is way too much. Shoutzy mounts up once again, autos for the kill. It's a trade, but Chalitza teleports in, and he smells blood. The Blood God says yes, please, as Chalitza gets his first kill.
A huge win for TT coming into that one. See Hacker already in position with this one, and they're going to be able to take that with the earlier reset by death. So,
okay. There's Twyla waiting to... Oh, I'm not sure if he has the mana. I think he ran out of...
Zinar by going in and then getting a full Ruthless Predator.
X-Flash onto Sam D. The Ferromancer crashed down in the bottom lane meanwhile. We get the Attract and Repel. Nice engage. The Blade Caller as well doesn't hit the mark, and...
But they had to waste time on the Herald, while throughout this entire thing, Rat was able to farm away.
Yeah, Rat gets solo turret gold as well, even though first turret blood goes down, and this will put TT's wait to fight until these mythics and have those engages because of how big that one item power spike now is for 90% of the players in League of Legends. So the Dragon will go down in the end without TT contesting it. And well, for now, Wards is getting put down. Look at the bottom side of the map. Oh, let's not, because ZS might just be dead here. Chalitza auto attacks him for the final kill. He's under turret and he's just dead. Chalitza, no way he's getting out of this. So Rat does trade it away. Both top laners go down. There's no further objective to follow up. And
it definitely wasn't worth it.
Bang! Teen is going to get slapped down. Attract and Repel onto Sam D. He gets Ferromancy knocked up, but he's stuck in place. The Solar Flare layers down onto Hacker. That may have saved the AD carry's life as Twyla now shows up to the party. Good Zenith Blade onto Hacker, who the Ignite wears off on. But eStar have brought the cavalry, and TT out of place. Teen is going to sacrifice his life, send eStar back to their own turret. And that was just a bit too back and forth for my liking.
Yeah, eStars are willing to sink a lot
of... It feels like they're going to be into River, waiting for eStar to overstep. Xiaopeng in a dangerous position. He's just face-checked Twyla. 0-2 on the Azir. Now Xiaopeng has to Arctic Assault as well. Hacker on the run. The bear goes slap onto the big pig. And now Chalitza for the forward to back position. 4 versus 5 as Irma's coming in as well. The Glacial Prison used for disengage. And eStar with that pick thanks to Twyla. Might have been given over to the Dragon, but they're still looking for more. The flash forward. Zetas wants to ulti before he goes on to cooldown, sends them backwards. And that's all you need with the shockwave. Chalitza dead too. Rat goes forward in the end, slides and dives into Xiaopeng and Teen. TT lose it all, and it's going to be Soul Point after that bad boy.
Yeah, really unfortunate mistakes coming out from TT. I felt like they should have dropped the Herald a little bit earlier if they were going to move into the river like that. Instead, they don't hold any vision over mid lane. Twyla walks back for some reason, dies for nothing, and eStars just has a really clean follow-up.
Well, Soul Point coming at you with Mountain Dragon at 18 minutes into the game. That's the reality that TT are facing, and eStars with a 3k gold lead across the map.
I'll be honest, I'm so worried for eStars right now. It feels like things are going a little bit too smoothly.
eStars, oh, you're waiting for the throw. Maybe it's onto ZS. He's going to go into Meganar. Twyla, Emperor's Divide backwards. Ooh. Only hits him against the wall. Chalitza running back in. This is a Gore Drinker Renekton, so he's not dying. Picks up the kill, and Twyla actually teleported for that, but Baron's not. I'm going to assume this one's going into the bin.
All right, I'm going to guess that... Oh, no.
I don't know. It's like... The magician pulls back the curtain, and suddenly Xiaopeng's low. They flash in, Xiaoxi gets the mount up, and Sam D goes down without using the Feather Storm or the flash. TT, what are you doing? There's a lot of ways to get out of that. Dragon Pit. We now go. Xiaoxi a little bit low. He's coming in from a flanking position, though, on full vision. Shockwave. Okay, Hacker's going to go in as well to get the stun up onto Xiaopeng. ZS starting the Dragon. He's about to go Mega now. The Emperor's Divide used defensively onto Xiaoxi, but look, ZS is just hitting the back one. Twyla goes in once again, goes golden, but the wall ult from ZS was beautiful. And of course, TT were going to lose that fight. They missed everything.
Yeah, that was a bit of a terrible situation coming out from TT. They maced their backline. There was nothing they could do to stop that Mega 3-man push.
They're going to get Mountain Soul and Baron. All right, I'm pouring a glass of water here. I'm gonna have a big sip, and we're gonna realize that this series is going to game 3. Look, this is what nice guys do. Wait for your team.
There was never any doubt. They were waiting for Irma to come back out, give him the Baron buff.
This is, this is definitely like I have to go through the bad to get to the good. It feels like we got to trudge through the mud before we can.
There's no bad in the LPL.
Oh yes,
this is exactly how it's meant to be played.
Let us be blind casters who say every game is good and everyone can come back. This is quality League of Legends, of course.
Hey, after watching Game 1, I do believe anyone can come back.
Yeah, that's actually true. You're right. That's a genuine point. Even with the Baron buff, even with the gold lead swirling here, you did mention that TT, 35 minutes plus in the game, their scaling is quite incredible. Now, at this point in the game, is Twyla caught out in rotation, going into Meganar, into the wall. The Emperor's Divide saves him. ZF flashes over the wall. The Shifting Sands, not available, but he's going to stay and fight. That's the wrong move. As ZF finding the pick could have silenced this game. Xiaopeng running for his life and Teen sacrificing his own. Sam D has the Feather Storm, finally uses the Blade Caller, does nothing though. And now Xiaopeng's going to die too. That's it. Take us to a game 3 because TT couldn't handle the fire.
Really good finish coming out by eStars. I like their idea to turn and go for skirmish rather than going directly for the Elder Dragon. You never really want to give it a 50-50 given everything that's happened this series. So eStars, they take a fairly safe route, but at the end of it, they still go for the aggressive.
Gragas going back to the top lane it's clunky. So is this composition that you said is very, very slow. Clement, before you tell me about that, I want you to walk me through TT.
eStars already sitting at level 4. They're going to be able to walk away.
Hacker moving in, end of the line, full of steel. I believe Xiaopeng still picked it up, so he's got that level 5 now. Dissonance to slow him down. He's ignited. Xiaoxi's there with a Facebreaker. Wants to kill Tina. Xiaopeng is already guaranteed. eStar pick up first blood, and now over the wall. Xiaoxi's still on the chase. Teen going to get lined up there with a hate will heal up. So more sustain available here for TT as they bring their jungler in as well. Crash down, ignite, Clement Chu, undertow, almost connects. He's pulled in with a Facebreaker, lined up, and he's dead. Xiaopeng just runs into them.
Xiaoxi is just outplaying
them to about 600 gold leaders. Xiaoxi gets the pull in again onto Teen. He wants to be crashed down onto, but yeah, probably not the play.
That was a little bit too much. We were seeing the praises of Xiaoxi this entire time, but he throws it all away, and TT are going to be able to pick up Drake for it.
Well, Xiaopeng picking up Dragon. Clement, it's time to walk me through what I should be expecting out of these teams, because I know you talked about eStar focusing on the bottom side. Okay.
Definitely
Twyla,
is the
flash.
case here. Twyla finds the
Irma
play.
flashes away as well. Survive. Shockwave is
Good
available,
stun.
waiting for it, or rather it's not. Excuse me, not needed in the end. Dissonance gets to kill his team. Doesn't have a horse and is limping away. Kled's wife has been abandoned, and Irma will pick up the kill.
Oh, that was such a fun play. Quick.
While Irma, excuse me, still has the Shockwave now back up off a cooldown. Showstopper using the backline from Xiaoxi to draw them in. That's only onto the rel. He gets the damage down with the Ignite and actually just runs out. He'll burn down in the end, but Twyla's moved out of position. ZS has walked in as well. The Meganar not in favor. The flash in for steal is not secured by Hacker, but they want the kills anyway. On the chase, Irma with Phase Rush to slow down Dissonance helps. Sam D wants to stun himself. Feathers fly, Root Caller at the ready, but Rat. Oh, the sniper's down. And Xiaopeng now in Ragnarok mode. Knows he can only go through to get out. He's trying to turn it into 1v2, but there's 3 of them there. Then eStar will still win the fight despite losing the Dragon.
Teen is setting up here for a counter engage, but no one's walking close enough for that side of the map, and they do just hand over the mid.
From my understanding as well.
So it's a 3v1 right now, but it doesn't seem like they're going to pull the trigger, and Xiaoxi's on the offensive now.
He ignites. He's going to get rooted in place. One more auto necessary. Twyla kills him. Hacker now moves to the mid lane. They defend, but ZS in a pickle himself. He's flashing away. Twyla uses the same for the Emperor's Divide. Explosive cast to separate, but it's too late. That's 2 kills, and you know what? They're on the Baron side of the map, but it's 3 minutes till it spawns. What the hell am I talking about? Still, you've given gold over to the Azir, who's now firmly back into a good gold advantage.
Not really needed on the side of eStars. They have a Herald in the bot side still pushing towers for them, so I'm not exactly sure why they needed to go that aggressive. So scaling, I think Graves is a champion that falls off. Gragas is a champion that falls off into the later phase of the game. While the flip side, Azir and ZS to go in early.
Flash onto the rel. Teen caught out, tries to crash down, but the collateral damage takes him down right in front of the Baron spawning. That's a good pick for 25 seconds. There's no drag. Tark gonna go down. Keep the ball rolling. 1k gold lead here at 20 minutes in the game for eStar. Waiting, but Xiaoxi in a great position if he can Hex Flash with the lens over the wall. He still gets the smack. He wants the Haymaker, but he's dead before he gets the shielding. Onto Dragon, the Shockwave though. Onto 3, and Dragon secured by Rat. Meanwhile, Sam D sends the feathers to fly. Chalitza into the wall. The Blade Caller reaches through, but Rat having a great time here with Sam D. ZS is a fat man stuck with a bird, and as the bird eats him alive, Rat comes for cleanup crew. 1 versus 3, he can't do it, and TT wipe him clean.
TT win the full.
It's up to him because Hacker will not be nearby. He's running into the pit without an ulti, but he has his flash, has his ignite, runs into Teen, wants to kill this rel, attractive repel while Baron goes down. And Xiaoxi, I don't know what he wanted out of this, but he definitely didn't want to give it over. Goodbye. And Chalitza picks up the kill while 5 for Baron, and Xiaoxi decides.
eStars just don't have the range. They have to go all in at the same time against some of these targets, and they have to pick a target pretty quickly.
Shockwave burn, but Xiaopeng just angry, hates life, wants to kill Irma, runs through, takes a couple of turret shots for his pleasure as a Tractor Repel at the ready just in case. And you know what? There's the Shockwave down, so forward they go. Explosive cast used. Teen Hex flashes over the wall. Chalitza goes midi now, but sends out a boomerang, and they'll just wait for the next wave. As Inner is just so close. Walk up, take it, more gold.
A lot of ultimates burned right there, but
when you have that Infinity Edge, Sam D will auto the wave, get full mana, QE, and it will just rinse and repeat. You know, I've seen some crazy people even go Navori quick plays as Hacker against the walls, found Teen. They're isolated, but Chalitza going into Meganar could just end it right here. Flashes into the jungler, sends him back up. Teen absorbs the pressure. Now it's a 5v4 for about 40 seconds as Rat was nowhere near the fight. Thank you for the dragon. Xiaoxi might be doing the same. Haymaker. Oh, okay. All right. Close enough. Xiaopeng will secure it, though, in the end. And
get all of their ultimate cooldowns back up, so they're going to start right again. Chalitza is very close to Meganar, and he's holding
5k,
great
3k,
position.
Xiaoxi into the pit. We want to steal to see the game go on, but no, it goes over to TT in the end, and they're healthy enough. Running into Irma, the flash burn. Rat goes into the back line, and it feels like he's been trying to carry this one. Hacker knocked up, and that's all she wrote, folks. Put it in the too hard basket for eStar, as TT will just take their names.
One foot drops for TT, and they find another. It's going to be TT finally getting their second series win. This is just so unexpected from this young squadron, you know. We thought they were at the bottom of the barrel. They were in rebuilding phase. They were going to join the lottery heap of LGD and OMG, but they proved themselves to be better. Twyla and Xiaopeng are the changes that TT were looking for.
It's just one win after another here for TT. A series that I will